All right, we already got one. Let's see if we can get more. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't see. Let's check. You never know. I think it's rare to find an ender. I mean, we have found them. We found plenty of enders that are silver. I just think it's more rare. But that shouldn't stop from looking. I mean, it's fun if you do. If I do, I'd put it aside. Oh, 87 is what I need, not 86. But 1990, another 86, 83. Well, I'm glad we got our first silver tally on the board. It's a good feeling. At least breaking it. I just checked silver. At the time of the recording, it's at $100 already. Over 100, slightly over. I know I was just talking about it being 90, but that looks like it has come and went quick. So, which is crazy to me, how quickly it shot up. And kind of scary, right? Because either it was highly undervalued all along, or our currency is going that far down and that quickly. I don't think it is. Yeah. So I'm hoping it's more the highly undervalued. Everybody's been saying for many years that, you know, the ratio between gold and silver has just increased in gold's favor. So the fact that silver's going up with the other events going on of it being put on the watch list and all that for precious metals, could have positive impacts, but I think it's a mix. Because even I feel like it'll be a huge when we look back, you know, 15 years, 20 years from now, and we see like that spike that we've lived through. It'll be one like I'm used to looking at the stock markets when certain things first came out and they were super cheap and then they just jumped up, right? It'll be something like that. Except for silver, it'll be more of a lived experience and not just I'm just looking at it. So that'll be fun to see. Because I know the stock market before a lot of the acts really took off, investing wasn't as easy to just go and buy on your own. I mean, you still could, but it wasn't as easy. Usually you had, I'm guessing you had a broker, or it was just through work, through the 401k. But now it's very easy to. Heck, I think anybody can name off 6. 6 is maybe a little facetious, but at least 5. Nah, I only went down by 1. But at least 2 to 3 apps, right? That you can open up a brokerage account and invest in. Which I think is going in a good track. Do think there should be more financial classes in school taught, but that'll never happen. Especially as we want, and when I say we, I'm talking about the people, the powers that be, want us to be consumers more so than investors. So I think that has a lot to do with our education system and how it circulates and curriculums are made. But it's always something you can teach the kids yourself and learn. Most of the people, unless you're in Congress, just say put it in the S&P 500 or a ETF that's tracking it. Warren Buffett famously said that. I think Congress is the only one that repeatedly beats it. Maybe a couple other players every once in a while, but routinely it's hard to beat. So maybe if I find a bunch more silver like I had, I'll offload it at this high and buy some stocks. And I got $13 already sitting. Maybe 14 now. But of course, when you go to sell, it all depends on what they're willing to pay too. I don't know. I haven't tried to sell anything, but I don't know how open the people are right now when the prices are fluctuating this much. Because they could sit on it and lose a lot, or they could sit on it and make a lot. You know, there's a lot in limbo if they're trying to sell it for melt. But leave a comment below if you think where you think silver's going to stop at. You can say why. If you have a theory, it's always fun. I personally don't have any insight or knowledge of where it would or wouldn't stop. I mean, it's climbed pretty steadily and pretty fast. So I'd say at least 152. I think it settles a little bit, but I don't know. It is anybody's guess, but just as quickly as it's rising, it has a little bit of pushback, but then it gets right back up on top. So that's what I'm saying, 150 to 2. But I will catch you guys in the next one, and enjoy.